as grant reviewer for NSFA and DAAD. Also has been a reviewer for journals including IEEE, and he has been an associate editor of Computers and Electrical Engineering and Elsevier Journal for 6 years of robotics series. We welcome you, sir. We are honored to have you with us today.
I request Professor Vandana Gupta ma'am, Professor Microbiology and Convener, Research and IPR Cell, Ramlal Anand College, honor our guest speaker for today with a token of appreciation and gratitude in the form of a sapling.
टाइम कहाँ है मेरे पे टाइम भी नहीं है फिर छुट्टी हो रही है फिर आज को
I now invite Dr. Ankit Chaudhary on the dais to begin with the session.
So, good afternoon. I'm audible?
Yes.
So, how many of you use mobile phone? How many of you use mobile phone? Right, that's a question we should not ask in these days. Now, let's go into deeper questions. Who has stored the bank application password? Like if you have Yono, if you have ICI, if you have other bank accounts, how many of you have stored your username and password in the mobile phone? Of course, or you have used your biometrics. You use, if you have iPhone, you use biometrics and all your passwords are based on your biometrics are stored in that. And we do know that hacking in mobile phone, even if you are facing no issue in the mobile phone, is having no detection to you, is still it is possible that the information you have in mobile phone can be taken by somebody else and you have no idea. So we call it passive tracking, where we are just watching you. You are going through the corridor and we are just watching you, saying nothing to you. That's a passive tracking. And in that case, we can access your, if we are interested, your banking username and password. I need not to say what can happen next. So I have probably one or two fancy videos for you and some slides. If So the problem with technology or problem with cyber world is that we are having law of the land. We live in Delhi, so we have a Delhi police. If you are living in Gurgaon, you have Haryana police. If you are living in Sri Lanka, you have Sri Lankan police. But if you are living in the digital world and somebody hack your mobile phone or your computer from Germany or from somewhere else, in that case, we have no police which can go to Germany and can tell that this person has taken the information from your phone and you are in Delhi and the person is in Germany, even if you detect. So the laws are very complicated and there is no prosecution in that case possible if somebody has done anything wrong with you. Not a problem. How many digits a credit card has? A number, credit card number. 16, 14, 12, it depends. And do you remember your 16 numbers or 14 numbers? Right. I can generate a blank credit card and I can write 16 number on it, any randomly generated 16 number. It will belong to somebody in the world. Somebody in the world would be using these 60 number. I don't know, you or somebody in Mexico or somebody in England. I don't care. I will go swipe the card, get the money, will purchase something, and that's all. I do not need information from you if I have a MasterCard, and I can access anything, whatever is the limit in your account, and it will show into your bill what that you have purchased it. I did nothing. But the location I'm purchasing, that will be my location, and I can move from that location to some other location very easily. So that would not be any issue. Yeah, let's go to the second slide. Second. Next. Before. Next. I think some next. Okay. So we all use credit card, which are globally accessible. Even if you have a bank which are saying that you cannot access card outside, they are visibly, or it is visibly possible with some check. We do access emails which can go from anywhere to anywhere. We have digital wallets. The Paytm was one example. Other wallets are possible. We do have cloud storage available on Apple, which is a very famous cloud storage and very easy to hack these days, and has been very famous hacking on that cases. And of course, we have social medias like Insta and Facebook. These we use. If you are using any of these, would be using. If you are a student or you are working somewhere and you are not living in a village and has no link to technology, that's a different story. But if you are living in a city, you would be using one of these. And if the hacking happens, then you may be affected. I can take your photo, can morph it, can post on social media. That's very easy to do without hacking. I can, if I know you, something about you, number which you throw and give to anybody, it's very easy to collect information about you, get financial information from you, and can access your mobile information, as mobile related to bank, that information, and that can be used to take the money from your account. There are ways to do it. Clouds. Apple provides you cloud, Samsung provides you cloud, and you can have data on it. People keep their photos, like, oh, if you have Apple phone, it's synced with your phone. All the connections, the contacts, all financial information, all photos, it sends to cloud. And they say cloud is very secure. Same other companies also say. The cloud is with somebody else, and there are multiple factors which are working with cloud, as well as third parties which are working. If anybody is having any leak, you are, even if there is no mistake from your side, you are having a problem. People who have photos, people who have financial information, that may be a disaster having on the cloud. Let's go to next. So nowadays, when we work today, we have different information going from one place to another one. We live in a village, global village we call it, and we have no access of the information where somebody can find about me, and somebody can send the information from here to there. So there is, if you are connected to internet, we have no access to stop the information, and whatever is available about you on the internet, that can be taken away. Next. So let's play this video. So let's see very simple example. I'm carrying on airport, or I'm carrying on market, let's say CP, and I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm just walking with my wallet, and I may have credit card in my wallet, which is very common.
You may think your credit cards are safe if they're secure in your wallet or inside of your purse.
So I have credit card in my wallet, and it is still in my wallet, right? Nobody touched me, nobody touched my pocket.
It can happen during a trip to the mall, while you're at a Tiger game, or even just walking down the street. This takes 5 seconds without.
So somebody just need to be in the area of 1 meter, not very close. In the area of 1 meter, has to be in that range, and the information you have in your bag, in your purse, in your wallet, that can be taken away.
So this woman, I tell you, life is scary these days, and that's just another dimension. We show them both how easy it is for a potential thief to get their name, their credit card numbers, expiration dates, all without tracking them online, without finding those bank records. We can lay a finger on that. They're called electronic pickpocketers, and unfortunately, they don't.
So we need not to pick the credit card these days. That's very easy.
So easy. Well, August Inowitz is a security expert with Identity Stronghold. The easiest way to steal someone's identity is to do something they're not looking for, or they're not watching for. You would think casual walk down the street would make you a target.
So let's go back. So you are having credit card in your pocket and you still have it. You are going home. You think that nothing happened. Somebody has taken the information, will put on some website, will purchase, you will get the bill and you will pay the bill. So that's very normal these days. Next. So cybersecurity is a culture nowadays. If you are living in the cyber village, you are living in the cyber world, and you are having the technology which you think is helping you, you have to make sure you are using it in a way that you are safe. Your identity, your personal information, you are having Aadhaar card and PAN card, which is very important. Somebody take it and can have the information DigiLocker which you are having and can claim that person is you, can get the benefits from the government and maybe the job. That is very, very simple example of information theft. If you are having financial information, that again may be accessible with the physical cards, debit or credit card, or the banks. So the cyber attacks which we know is happening maybe on the power grid in the country, maybe on the airlines, maybe on the railway system. That is the traditional system of traditional understanding of the system that may happen. These days, if I need a small amount of money, I need not to do such thing. I need not to attack on China to have to crack down on their power sector. If I need some money, I can choose a person who is having good living and can get few lakhs very easily in a minute. So next. So generally in cybersecurity, we have three factors that is called CIA, the confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And now we have two more, the accountability and authenticity. If you have the information, that should be confidential. If you are transmitting it, that should be confidential. What is your name? Is it confidential? It should be. Why you are telling everybody what is your name? Why you are putting your photos publicly? In this country, there is a habit. You are going to, let's say, Bhopal, or you are going to Chandigarh, and you are putting everything on Facebook. Tomorrow I will be in Bhopal. After that, I will be in Bombay. After that, I will be in Hyderabad. And people know where you will be, the location, who you are. If I need to know anything about you, you are already giving me information, and Facebook is making the stories about it. That is a situation where the information leak is happening automatically. Second is your Google timeline. Many people are having the Google timeline publicly available. I can see if I have your, and what you are planning, that is also stored in your Google account. And that is again very critical. Suppose, I'm taking a very bad example. Suppose somebody is interested in kidnapping you, and you are saying tomorrow I will be in Leela, Gurgaon. Right? I need not to track you. So make sure you are having your information at very safe place. So the availability of the system or information, that's we talk in terms of the service provided by somebody. For example, Google.com. The Google service is should be available to you. This is the mandate of the Google company. If it is not available, they may lose some money. If they are running a business like Amazon.com or Flipkart.com or some other revenue generated website, they can lose millions of dollars even if it is down for 1 hour. And having a service, having a web account, having a server, hitting it using the denial of service, hitting it with a heavy traffic on computer, it is quite easy. So it is having a situation like we have this room, and it is having people, and I put 100 people or 10 people on the door, and they will not allow anybody to come enter. So when we stop people accessing the server, when we stop people accessing the service, that is called denial of service, and that stops the availability of the services. Accountability and authenticity happens when you are sending somebody something. I'm sending an email. Let's say Mukesh Ambani is sending an email to the client's employees. Many people will suspect how much can this. We are running in the law. We have to generate. We have to have more revenue. In that case, the integrity of the message is very important, and we have to check the authenticity that it is really coming from the head of the organization. In that case, maybe the digital signature or maybe digital stamp is required to check it is really came from that person. Otherwise, you can go and ask. That is not very careful. Especially DU main campus. Later it was known this was a fake message, email was circulated. So this is happening very much with us. It's not like we are having in theory. Let's go to next. So who are these people who are going to attack us or who are playing with us? Who are these? Are they coming from China or from Pakistan or from some other country? These are the normal people who are studying in 8th, in 10th, and nowadays under new NEP we are teaching computers from 6th, so that will be 600 standard student. Very much. You will get some amount of information from target. I need to know how many is the banking password for this person. So that may be an individual, that may be a hacker which is having few year experience. You can find many, if you come to the Bersara, you can find many hackers there. And there may be an organization which we call terrorist organization. They work in different countries and having the situation, they work for money, they work for the organization they are. And if you go on dark web and you are interested in some, I'm again giving bad example, to defame somebody, to having the privacy information, collecting the information, you can hire a hacker. You can give some money and he will give all the information available online. And of course, we have the organized crime members. They may be part of military of some country. Like China has 2 regiments of military only for attacking other countries. And few other countries also have similar organizations. USA also has few regiments, but that is not part of the military. So it can be anybody. It can be a student, it can be a professional, it can be a working professional who is already working in a company, and they can do just for surveillance somebody, just to collect the information, just to get the money from their bank account. It can be anything. Let's go next. Who we should target if I need to collect something, who we should get the information, and what kind of information. In 2016, elections were going on in US, presidential elections. I think Hillary was running. I hope you know Hillary. And she said that I'm very much fit. I can run the election, and of course I will win. And later, in US, the story is little different. What disease you have, you are not going to tell everybody. In India, we go and tell, okay, I have this disease, and probably try to get some sympathy. And maybe this is a normal scenario. There, we do not tell anybody that what disease we have, where I'm getting treatment, and the hospitals should keep that data very secret. The information of the disease which Hillary was having that time has been leaked publicly, and people came to know she is not fit. She cannot have a good. She cannot be a good president. So she was out of the race. Recently, our the current US President Biden was claiming again and again that I am fit, but he was not. And before the information was coming out, he already withdrawn. Do you know how many attacks happen on AIMS database every day? And many has been successful. Do you know ransomware? AIMS Delhi, very close to us, has paid a lot of amount in money to ransomware to save the data. There are ministers coming to the AIMS. There are foreign ministers, the ministers from different countries. They are coming and having a treatment, and that should be confidential. Of course, they are not going to tell, but that is stored in some file. If we collect that information, we say, I can release it unless you give me this money, they are giving it. And you can find this in the news also. This is not some secret information. So target can be anybody, and depends on your skill. You are a school kid, you are a professional, you are a terrorist organization, you are a government organization. Based on that, you can have more amplified attack. You can have initial access. Suppose I need to keep a track what you are doing. So what I have to do, I have your mobile number, I will send you a message, hello. When you receive a message, what you do? You see okay, to read it, you will open it, that's all. Once the message is open, you have given your permission, the admin permission to the message, and the message has been controlled by me. It will install a basic malware in your phone, and whatever you are doing, I can watch it very easily. So that is a very basic thing, but I'm not stealing anything from you. This is the initial access, we call it, and this is again the passive tracking we were discussing. If we are interested in getting the biometric information, which is based on your thumb in Apple, if we are interested in getting some damage in your phone, then we can have different kind of code and different kind of malware we have to install. What is this? Phone? I hope you have seen news 2 weeks back. What is this? This is a bomb. This is a bomb. Taser also. It has a lithium battery that can blast, and the person who is having with the near the head, that is gone. That would be gone. So make sure if you are having a phone, you talk to with the phone. You keep the phone at distance these days. So, or have a phone without battery if it is possible. Have the solar phone, that is coming soon. So you are having a lithium battery which is of this size, and if it blasts, it will give a damage to around 6 inches to 1 foot. And when you talk somebody on the phone, the mic is listening and transferring the data. It's a basic signal processing. Signals are getting converted into vibrations, and then it is getting converted into the voice, and the vice versa. When we are sending some message to somebody, it is again the same story in the bytes and bits. When we are sending some information to the mobile phone, that please collect the voice from here or data from here and send to somebody else, that is the basic operation of mobile phone does. If I send the information to the battery, please charge, it sends a message 80% is up, we should close it. Or if you have not enabled it, it should say 100% battery is charged, we should close it. Can I increase the fast charging level? So before you get the warning, it will blast. That's very simple. What we have to do, we have to send you a text message. Simple. If I need to collect data from you, that is a software. That's again very simple. I have to blast your phone. That's again very simple. So make sure if you live anonymous, nobody knows you, you are not WhatsApp, Facebook influencer, your life is very simple. If you are a popular person, you are a target. So we get initial access, we can increase the level of access, and we have to maintain the access till we want. We have to check first who are you. We have to check what information you keep in phone, what type of photos you keep on phone, what type of job related information you keep on phone, and if we need, we can get it. And last thing, if I'm in this country, I'm in the same country and same law apply to me, I have to remove the tracks that you sent something to me. I have to remove the logs that has been generated that I have done something to you. So that covering track we have to do. Let's go next. So It may be that I can get root access of your phone. I can check the website, what you are having, and give it a different name, a different photo. I can check the password you are having, can crack the password. I can have the database, which may have maybe the patient information, may have the credit card numbers, can have the uh, information which you would not be running, or which you don't be having license and you are running. And do you have Wi-Fi here? And all of you would be using Wi-Fi because you don't want to save your data, right? I hope so. Let's say 10 people are using Wi-Fi from the university and saving your mobile data. That's a normal assumption. We have free Wi-Fi at railway station, free Wi-Fi at airport, right? We go and use them, watch YouTubes, etc. If you and me are connected to same Wi-Fi and you have anything in your phone, and let's say you are doing some financial transactions and they would be going to the server of your bank, and I'm on the same network connected to same Wi-Fi. I do not know you, and I don't need your phone number. I don't need anything about you. I can capture all the traffic which is going from your phone or your computer to the server. And that's we call packet sniffer, or just running the surveillance on the traffic. Last time we were talking having the surveillance on your computer or your mobile phone. This time I don't want to know about you. You are in this room, you are using the Wi-Fi from the same Wi-Fi router which I'm connected. I can access anything you are doing, including your password. You are logging on your SBI app, you are sending your username, password, and you are saying transfer this data, or you are just checking your balance. I can access it. I can use it in my phone, or simply if you are doing the transaction, I can do the same transaction, repeat transactions to some other bank account. It's very normal. And in bachelor's, we teach students how to do this, not officially. Let's go next. So there has been many viruses. First virus came in 1984. There is no official organization which write viruses, computer viruses. Of course, you would be knowing biological viruses. Computer virus works in exactly same way as biological viruses. They multiply themselves. They produce other virus similar to them. And like the COVID virus used to remodify itself, having the very new form, not connected to the last form, the computer virus can generate a new virus and destroy the last virus. All same thing are possible here. So these have been available in market. Melissa used to be very normal worm. Worm is something which is not creating any harm, just is there in the computer. This is a passive surveillance. And the Stuxnet in 2010 was very much targeted on industrial application, specifically oil and nuclear plants across the world. Let's go next. If you go to a website, for example, there is a live cricket match in which you are interested watching online, or you are interested in watching movie online. In such cases, you will find from the Google fancy websites, which you may not be trusting, and will open it. It is possible that those websites are having fancy ads, and if you click it or you do not click it, the malware or some specific ad will get downloaded to your computer. They may be in form of cookies, they may be in form of any other information, and you close it. No harm happened to your computer, but they can track you. They can see what is happening in your computer, like the passive surveillance. For drive-by download, a very fancy website called yahoo.com has been part of it. Yahoo started online videos ad. They were showing ad that time. So when you were opening yahoo.com, ads were coming, people were watching it. They had no idea the same ad was installing a malware in their. Another way or specific version of drive-by download is that I'm interested in some organization, let's say some nuclear plant people I'm interested. I know 5 people and I know their IP addresses. when they will visit my website, or when they are interested in the content I'm providing. In that case, only those people I have to attack, and if other people, normal people, are traveling my website, in that case they would not get any harm. So that will make my website a great secure website, or will give a great information that it is providing no harm, although the people I'm interested in targeting will definitely create problem for them. Let's go next. Mobile phone, very popular these days. It came in 1994 as PDA. We use personal digital assistant. And since 2004, they changed the name, called it smartphone, which is similar now, the phone you are having. Now you have different functions. That time we used to program it in Knox, and the apps also store your information. And the last two also store your credit card information. Let's go next. By 2021, this is official data, we had 1.2 mobile. By 24 now, unofficially, there is a record. We have in this country 1.8 billion mobile users. Sure. So when you have these many people in this country, you can assume how many of them would be knowing what should be the security, cyber security hygiene, and the guidelines that they should follow. Let's go. Okay. So when we have any worm or any connection to a smartphone, and my smartphone is target, it's very easy to connect and to get reply, like we do from computer. And the mobile phone is very unsecure compared to a computer, and getting information from just knowing your number is very much easy. Let's go on next. Let's go next. So we have things which you would be having these days. Somebody is calling you and saying that I need to transfer you some money, or you have to transfer me, let's say, 1 rupee. There are SMS coming. You received a parcel, and you have to click on this link, and you are giving your phone to somebody who is just typing few codes, *221# and typing your number. So whatever you are receiving on your phone or SMS, he will also receive on his phone the same SMS. So it's just like a copy machine. So the personal information you have on your machine, on your computer, that would be transferred to that one. Of course, if you lose your phone, you lose everything. Next. Prevention. So if we need to prevent ourselves from falling into a trap, make sure you do not install any app. The most untrustable app was Arogya Setu. You have to give all the permissions to it, which we don't know. Do not use campus Wi-Fi. If you store, make sure you buy is having no information about it. Never click on any link, even if it is coming from Amazon or Blue Dot. And then if you have app which you never install, please delete it. You should buy mobile phone from the authorized store. I know Apple is selling in 1.5, and you can buy the same thing from Amazon in 84K. But that may be having something which Iran had. They bought cheaper Intel processor, and they had a virus installed in the hardware. Of course, you should not have any banking detail on your device, which all of you have, either in Paytm format connected or Google Pay connected. And do not save password, debit card, etc. And do not leave the computer and the mobile phone, the app logged in. In short, use the small phone called the key phone. The smartphone is something which can bring you into the trouble. And there is no police in this country which can help you in the cyber world. The Delhi police is still working with us. They are having a new lab, and they are still learning how to handle. If somebody sitting in Dubai or London is doing something with your phone, then how to handle it they have no idea. They can bring somebody into the jail if they know he has done it. So that's all from my side. Yeah.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased to be here standing on the behalf of the Center of Cybersecurity and Forensics, we also call it COCF, in its inaugural session to convey my gratitude. Our guest speaker, Dr. Ankit Chaudhary, Associate Professor at School of Engineering, Jawaharlal Nehru University. He deserves a special thanks for accepting our invitation on a very short notice and being here with us today. Thank you so much, sir. My sincere thanks to the Principal, Ramlal Anand College, Professor Rakesh Kumar Gupta, and Vice Principal and IQAC Director, Professor Prerna Diwan, for their consistent support and guidance. I would like to express my gratitude towards the faculty members who joined us today on this occasion, and of course, the lively and very lovely students for their presence. A big thanks to the core team members and volunteers for their hard work and sincerity. Without their consistency, this wouldn't be possible. I would also appreciate efforts of the college administration and non-teaching staff for their support and cooperation. A special thanks to the convener of Cyber Hub, Ms. Sakshi, for this initiative and giving me opportunity to appreciate the efforts of everyone to make this event a grand success. I hope this center would provide RLF fraternity a platform for digital transformation and cyber awareness. Thank you everyone. Have a great day ahead.
I'd brief all the students about our recruitment process, which would be starting next week, for which we will be circulating the forms of the office bearers latest by tomorrow. So you'd be able to fill and see those Google forms. And followed by this would be the interview process for the office bearers. After the interviews of the office bearers, we'll shortly have the interviews for the members of the society, and this is your chance to make a mark and for you to make it count by joining our society. And we thank you all for your presence at today's event, and we would like you to share your feedback through the online form and display here on this presentation.